Now time for our final super heat of round 2, and it's senior Rotax. Let's take you through the grid for the super heat. Jaden Teen versus Boluet on the front row. Mateo Dankovic and Vic Stevens ran out row 2 with Macaulay Bishop, Kai Hunter, Archie Buttle, Thomas Behrman, Lawrence Herboz and Danny Shields rounding out the top 10. Then next up, it's Sverre Ubben, Armand Hamilton, Jort van Wijk, Julian Klosman, Sebastian Koch, Ollie Yonkers, Bram Plomp, Tom Longnoir, Freddie Ingram and Luca Brima. Good to hear from Lisa, wishing Freddie all the very best of luck. Thanks for jumping on the stream as always, Lisa, and I know you'll be cheering Freddie on as always. So, Christopher Holst had a good chat with his dad this morning. Christopher actually used to run in E20s, now has made the move to senior Rotax. He's joined by the second Georgian on the grid this weekend, Laro Kuhenidze in the 380. Ralph van der Parve and Martin Geiskens ran out row number 12. Sam Bergstein and Gustavs Uzakovs round out the next row with Scott Westhovens. Alex Duncan, Puck Gubbles, Dante Sima rounding out the top 30, completing the 35-strong grid. Giorgio Markenstein, David Outlechner, the pride of Wales and Poland, by the way. The 365 starts 32nd ahead of William Norbeek and Mika van der Pavet with Rein van der Meer rounding out the 35 strong. Clinkers cheering on Jaden Teen, the man who came into this second round of the championship as the points leader. 15 points ahead of Macaulay Bishop. Had a chat with Macaulay's mum Kitty this morning. Great to see her. I haven't seen her in quite a while. And she explained to me about the fact that Macaulay's really had to work hard to do the overtaking. It is very, very difficult around this circuit. It is a circuit where you've got to chase people down, but then you've also got to look at it from a perspective of if the opportunity doesn't present itself, you've got to make it happen. And sometimes that can be just as, if not more rewarding than on a track where you know that you can overtake pretty much at every single corner. Here at Mariembourg, it's a completely different kettle of fish. Right then, red lights are on the gantry here for the final super heat of round 2. It's senior Rotax, 12 minutes on the clock plus an additional lap on the timer. Into the tram lines we go. Revs rise, lights are on, lights are out, and we are underway. Jaden Teen leads the field into T1 with Mateo Dankovic making it through for second place. And now this, you saw the cleanliness of senior Rotax yesterday. Now you're going to see the urgency. And, well, someone's getting a bit brave around the outside through into turn number 3. That was one of the Hunter Motorsport carts as everyone floods their way through. 2, 3 abreast, nearly at points. They all still make it through, all 35 drivers. And now change for second position. And who is that? That is Macaulay Bishop. Bishop now up to P2. But Jaden Teen has already got a 6 to 8 kart length advantage as we head towards the completion of the opening lap of this senior Rotax Superheat. So Jaden Teen leads. Second, Macaulay Bishop. Then it's Mateo Dankovic. Archie Buttle now in the top 5, running 4th ahead of Boluet. Lawrence Herboz now up to 6th ahead of Vic Stevens. Sverre Ubben, Jort van Wijk. The defending champion, Kai Hunter, down in 10th position. And it's just in front of Sverre Ubben, Lawrence Herboz and Vic Stevens. Then he went side by side. They are side by side, and that's one off the circuit. 3.98, Lawrence Herboz off the track. It was side by side with Vic Stevens coming out of turn number 6. A bit of impatience, I feared, was happening there. It could have been Stevens just deciding, well, I've got to go for the move now. I need to close in on those in front of me. But it's a Dan Holland Racing 1-2. KR Sport in 3rd, but it could be Dams Racing. No, it's not. Boluet did not get through on Archie Buttle at that particular occasion. So now Bishop has the lead from Jaden Teen. Oh, I've been waiting patiently to see this happen. And also Jort van Wijk has a slight, oh right, we've got a yellow. And that is going to be at turn 4, I believe. So I just saw green flags waving just off of T5. But after lap 3, Bishop leads. Jaden Teen in his wheel tracks now goes for the race lead. The two DHR carts side by side. Teen retakes the lead, but down into turn number 2. Bishop retakes it. And it's going to be close coming out of turn number 3. Bolowet now ahead of Archie Buttle for 3rd place as the field makes its way through turn number 3 into turn 4. And there's a point forward. That was from Mateo Dankovic. He's got Vic Stevens right behind him, the two Bouvin Power drivers. And Stevens decides, right, I'll fire it up the inside at turn 6 at Chemin de Fer. Thank you very much. That's P5 for the 327. Now they've got Sverre Ubben, Jort van Wijk, Kai Hunter and Freddie Ingram rounding out the top 10. So good to see Freddie back on the grid. And Freddie is being closed in on by Ollie Yonkers in the 316. Lap 4 completed and Bishop leads the way. Teen in second, 58 thousandths behind. New fastest lap was Vic Stevens, now Sverre Ubben, now Lawrence Herbose, who's down in 14th place. Back into turn 4 once again. These laps are going to be going very, very quickly when we're running at low 56 to, well, mid 55, as there is a move up the inside on Archie Buttle. That was Vic Stevens that got through at turn 6. Seems like Chemin de Fer is the 327's preferred parking, preferred overtaking spot on this circuit. You get the speed, you know, you come out of the 90 left at turn 4, you're accelerating all the while as you swing the cart right, then left, then right again through the sweeper at 5. 33 drivers last time around were covered by just under 10 seconds. So Freddie Ingram now out of the top 10 as Ollie Yonkers got through. Gustav Zusakov's up to 20th from 26th. David Outlechner unfortunately got a DQ, but the lead has changed. Oh, and Bolowet trying to stick his oars out there to try and robustly get through on Macaulay Bishop at the same corner that Jaden Teen passed the 367 based out of Hoddesdon in Hertfordshire, not too far outside of the hometown of 7-time Formula One world champion Lewis Hamilton. And now manages to break away. And Bishop is right on the coattails of Teen. Goes for the race lead. Through at turn 1. As Stevens up the inside of Bolowet. Louette's going to get the cut back, though. And then Stevens tries for the same through at turn 2. That didn't work for the 327. And then, oh well, Archie Buttle gets his elbows out. And now it's concertinaing everything behind. Oh, this could get a bit close for comfort. Kai Hunter also making moves. And was too wide into Chemin de Fer. Who's he got behind him? That's probably going to be Jort van Wijk in the 323. And Hunter getting his elbows out. Tries to get through on Ollie Yonkers, who bumps the curbing hard with the right rear tyre, going through Piff Paff and into Escargot. So this has given the top 3 a breakaway opportunity. Oh, very, very close indeed. A little bit further back. I think I saw Freddie Ingram and Sebastian Koch going a bit wheel-to-wheel coming into the penultimate right-hander on the circuit. But the top 3 have broken away. This is the battle we need to concentrate on at the minute, mainly because you've got Macaulay Bishop leading. Jaden Teen in second. Third, the young senior debutant this season, Bolowet. Very, very happy when I spoke to him this morning, and I said, well done on a well-deserved heat win, as Kai Hunter went for a move. I think that was on Archie Buttle through T5. And that was for position. Hunter got through, so did Van Wijk. Well, that just goes to show how quickly things can change. Thomas Behrman is not too far behind either. Younger brother of Ollie. Top 3 covered by just under 0.3 of a second after 8 laps. And this is where the real Tom and Jerry cat and mouse game starts to happen. Lawrence Herboz has the fastest lap of the race and also is the fastest driver overall. There's been an indication to Bollouette saying from Jaden Teen, well, don't fight me. Come on, push. It's like just points forward, like, come on, man. Let's go. Now, we have some changes through the top 10. So, Ollie Yonkers now 6th, Kai Hunter now 7th, Jort van Wijk 8th, Archie Buttle 9th, Thomas Behrman now in the top 10, having started 8th in this race. Still very much nip and tuck as to what's going to happen. We have had a retirement, I'm afraid, though. I don't like saying this when it's someone who's had a lot of bad luck, but last weekend had a lady luck on his side. Ralph van der Pavet out on lap 7, I'm afraid. Puck Gubbles has dropped down a couple of positions at the very least and has dropped down to 31st. But the lead between Bishop and Louette is now half a second. 4th, 5th and 6th hotly contested between Mateo Denkovic, Vic Stevens and Ollie Yonkers. Kai Hunter now holding station in 7th. Jort van Wijk has dropped behind Archie Buttle and Thomas Behrman. Sverre Ubben now finds himself in 12th position and is being chased down by Julian Klosman and Freddie Ingram. Sebastian Koch rounds out the top 15 and is not that far ahead of one young Latvian, Gustav Zusakovs, a youngster based out of Larkfield in the Republic of Tyne and Wear. One of the many drivers that have joined Hunter Motorsport's European offensive. It's great to see the team run and operated by Reese Hunter, the older brother of Kai. As elbows out and then some. Usakovs was leading that train. So he's got behind him the 394 of Sebastian Koch, I think also in there. Right. Who is that? That's 369, Freddie Ingram. So Freddie made some good positional gains, has dropped a couple of places in the meantime as we're coming up to the final minute and 50, plus an additional lap in the superheat stages here for round 2 of the 2024 B&L Karting Series season. The finals get underway at 1 o'clock this afternoon, local time. Still places to be decided. Grid positions to be gathered, ready for the final push towards what will be a 3-month break after today. 90 days is when the season resumes in Western Germany at Kartclub Kerpen in Nordrhein-Westfalen. So not too far outside of Cologne, and Düsseldorf will be our 3rd round of the championship season before we return to where it all started in April this year, Karting Genk, on the 28th and the 29th of September 2024. So Bishop leading the way. Bollouette now has the fastest lap in the pocket. Not now. Vic Stevens down in 5th has it. But the top 3 covered by half a second. Bishop, Louette and Teen. Radenkovic, Stevens, Yonkers has made up 10 places into 6. That's a great effort from the young man. So could be down to the wire. We're going to go on to the final lap very shortly. Timer counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we head on to the final lap of this 1,388-metre circuit to conclude the superheats. Bishop leads by just under 0.2 of a second. Ahead of Bollouette, Jaden Teen rounds out the top 3. 3 different nationalities, the United Kingdom, Belgium and the Netherlands. Then followed by a trio of Belgians, Mateo Dankovic, Vic Stevens and Ollie Yonkers. Then a trio of Brits in the form of Kai Hunter, the defending champion, Thomas Behrman and Archie Buttle, with Lawrence Herbose rounding out the top 10. And it's a fight between the three Brits. Hunter defending from Behrman, with Buttle trying to get into the racing action in the dying stages of this senior road tax superheat. Out of escargot for the final time. Well, what's more, we had 3 different winners. You will now have to add a 4th to that list. Yesterday, your winners were Bolowet, Jaden Teen and Vic Stevens. But finally, the duck has been broken this weekend. Macaulay Bishop wins the superheat after 14 laps of racing by 2.5 tenths of a second. Finally, the breakthrough is made for the young man from Hoddesdon. Bolowet and Jaden Teen ran out the top 3 ahead of Mateo Dankovic. Vic Stevens complete the top 5 with Ollie Yonkers, Thomas Behrman, Kai Hunter, Archie Buttle and Lawrence Herbose rounding out the top 10. Julian Klausmann, Sverre Ubben and Gustavs Uzakovs. Gustavs, what a run, 26 to 13th place at the end of it, ahead of Sebastian Koch and Freddie Ingram, who ran at the top 15. Jort van Wyk, Tom Lenoir, Sam Bergstein, Danny Shields and Armand Hamilton round out the top 20, followed by Luca Brima, Mika van der Pavert, David Outlechner, Lado Kuhanidze, Alex Duncan. They round out the top 25. Top 30 completed by Scott Westhovens, William Nordberg, Giorgio Markenstein, then Martin Geiskens, Bram Plomp. They complete the top 30. Christopher Halls, Pat Gubbles, Rein van der Meer and Dante Sima round out the 34 finishers. Unfortunately, through Sector 3 on lap 7, we lost the 3.68 of Ralph van der Pavert. But Bishop makes it 4 different winners. Who's going to win the final later on? You're going to have to tune in and find out when the seniors final closes the action here for round 2.